I'm Melissa Rosenthal. I am the Chief Creative Officer at ClickUp. We are an all-in-one productivity platform that allows you to bring all of your work into one place so you can collaborate with your teams, give visibility to leadership. What I do at ClickUp is I oversee all of brand, so that spans from video to motion graphics to design, social, everything that really encompasses the brand that you touch and experience.
Fabulous. So I don't know if you got a briefing on who I am, but I'm representing a couple of different hats today.
Okay.
So I'm the founder of Innovation Women, which is an online speaker bureau. We're designed to get more women on stage at conferences and events.
Wonderful.
So I ask a lot of questions around people's experience, getting more visibility through public speaking.
Yeah.
Innovation Women got Lioness Magazine 3 years ago.
Okay.
Lioness Magazine is a magazine for female entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So we focus kind of on that whole space, and I know a lot of our readers actually use ClickUp as a productivity tool to manage their companies. So when I saw your name on the list, I was like, yes.
I love that. It's great.
I need that.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
But I also know for a lot of our customers, bringing in customers of their own is a big focus, and you have done an amazing job with content marketing, and I want to draw some of the secrets out of you.
Sure.
Specifically for our users.
Great, I'm an open book.
That is kind of where I'd love to go with this.
Let's do it.
I'd love to start off with, basically tell me what you're speaking about at the show.
Absolutely. So my background is in media. I was an early employee at Buzzfeed, and then I helped start a company called Cheddar. So I've always been in the creative but B2C media space. And coming into B2B SaaS, I felt like there was a blue sky opportunity to build a bold, creative, really, colorful brand in a space that is often boring and very stagnant. There's not a lot of innovation in marketing within SaaS, especially on the brand side. So what I wanted to do is really humanize our product and create, what could feel like your most productive best friend through humor and a bit of self-awareness, and resonating in a way that a consumer brand might.
One of the things about content creation, especially in today's TikTok world and things like that, is often when you talk about humanizing it, it ends up being personal, and bridging the divide between that personal brand and the company, representing the company, is often a challenge.
That's a good point, yeah. I mean, and we do it, I think we're a little bit more open potentially, than other companies or are starting to be. You're starting to see it a lot with companies, but it's kind of twofold for us. One, a lot of our brand marketing, our brand advertising it's our own in-house team. So you get to know and see the people behind who are actually creating the advertising. And that's one part of it. Our personality of the company and the employees really shines through. On the other half of that, I deeply believe in people as funnels to your brand. So why not leverage the 1,000 people that you have working at the company to bring in their own audiences. So when I'm thinking about that, it's people as channels, people as funnels, and then also the humanization of your own marketing strategy within your own team and bringing that to life. So if we created our Super Bowl ad, we created a behind the scenes look at the people who actually created it. And it was satirical and it was funny, and it really showed the joy and the humor that went into the actual creation of it and the people behind it. And a lot of that marketing can be equally as powerful as the marketing that you're doing on the the more consumer-facing side.
You are speaking at the show.
Yes.
And what are you speaking on?
Really speaking on how do you go about that? How do you build brand in the age of efficiency? How do you start? I talk to a lot of B2B marketers, and their questions are like, how do you get leadership's trust in being able to do this? What was your approach to create the North Star that you did and get buy-in? So speaking about authenticity within branding, leadership buy-in, building that trust, and ultimately being bold and being able to take risks and chances and things that are able to set yourself apart from your competition at a high level, especially when you're in a very competitive space as we are.
I imagine the work that you did in the media kind of shortcutted that whole let's get trust from the management.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. There was a reason they hired me, and that reason was a lot of the work that I had done in my previous roles and what had kind of amounted to what I believed I could bring to the B2B SaaS space.
One of the things that I love looking for is what I call the non-obvious answers to questions.
Yeah.
And if there are things that you say, oh my goodness, I did this thing and it surprised me.
Yep.
What happened?
Yeah. So one example of that, I guess it's less surprising, but it's more we took a risk. And one thing we did was our biggest competitor called us out at their conference in front of thousands of people. They made reference to all of our ads across airports. They didn't say our brand name, but they made a joke about it, their chief product officer. And the company, we saw this online and we said, oh my God, we have to do something with this. So immediately we took it, we cut it out, we created a track on a piano and added a beat to it, and then we created a remix of it in which we made it a commercial for ourselves. And almost like they were giving us like just free media, and we turned it into our own ad. And we put it out and it went viral. And the surprising thing that happened was a ton of their own employees emailed me and said how amazing it was. So, I think sometimes having competitive jousting and fun in the space and poking fun at your competitors in a lighthearted but smart way can actually just, grab the attention of a lot of people. We ended up hiring a few people from that company, from that ad. So I think there's a lot of fun that can be had when you're doing it in a measured and smart way.
They are cutting me off.
Oh no! Okay. Okay.
Here. If you were suddenly an entrepreneur working for yourself,
yes.
Like, let's think about the things that you bring to the table as that person.
Yeah.
What's your first thing that you're going to do as an entrepreneur?
That's a great question. Am I building my own company or am I out?
Build your own company. Whatever you want. What do you want to do when you grow up?
Such a great question. I think community building and branding are my sweet spots, and figuring out a way to bridge the gap between that. I love relationships. I love leading a creative team and bringing people together to create things that are just noiseworthy and in market. So, potentially I would create my own agency that can help other brands understand what it means to be bold and what it means to take risks and be courageous within their own marketing, and helping them be able to get there. Because I think as an external party or a third party, being able to tell them that from experience might be easier than kind of that internal tension that can build amongst stakeholders. So something that has to do with that, I think I'd be excited to do. If I were doing that tomorrow.
That's great. Okay. I'm probably going to be sending information, like an information request as well.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you are bringing to this conference?
Yes.
You're like, I want to talk about this thing.
Yeah, I think it's why are we afraid to be bold? Why are we afraid to bridge, kind of challenge the status quo of what's happening? Is it fear? Is it just complacency? What takes away people's ability to challenge and disrupt? And I think that the hyper focus now is on AI. Wonderful, right? Like AI, I think, is going to become the cloud effectively. It's going to be embedded within everything, and it's going to enhance people's ability to do great things. But let's talk about the great things that people are able to do now, and maybe how that will enhance it moving forward. But I just wonder, why are we stuck on boring? Why is everything not something that you can emotionally connect to or laugh or brings you, joy? I think when there's so much noise out there that the the ability to break through has become harder and also more necessary. So why are we not doing that as B2B marketers?
Interesting that you brought up AI and then you also were talking about let's do an agency.
Yeah.
Because a lot of agencies are right now running a little scared,
yeah.
going, hey, everybody is going to fire us and just have AI write their copy.
I mean, I think there is an extent in which written content marketing will suffer a little bit. But I think it'll only enhance the creativity and need for people to stand out. And how is that going to be done? Through video, through experiential, through methods where people actually need to connect with something. We use AI all the time to create storyboards for us, but to help us tell the story and the vision of what we want to bring to life in a way that is a little bit more efficient. Maybe you can do it in half the time. If we want to create a video about commentary on AI, sometimes we use AI, but we use it to enhance the creative experience and not hinder it. So I think man meets machine, is probably the right way forward. I don't think it's going to take away, certain aspects. I think it's going to force people to get more creative, and I think that's what's really exciting. And I think if you can use the tools in really innovative ways, we're going to see creativity that we've never seen before. So I'm excited about it.